Hello, and welcome to another Limitless Hair Expert tutorial. My name is Dino, and for anyone who's just joined us, this is our 48th video. And 47 videos ago, I had an introduction video that explained what these video series is all about. And it's called the Limitless Hair Expert Video Tutorial, where we combine both top expert hair advice with self-advancement, a unique and needed combination. And again, for anyone who's just joined us, I've been a licensed hairdresser since 1975, studying hair, hair loss, and methods of adding hair. In addition to that, since 1978, I've spent 2 hours every single day, 5 to 6 days a week, studying everything and anything I can get my hands on in self-advancement. So that's where my expertise lies, in the area of self-advancement. So hair expertise, self-advancement. And today's subject is, how do you add hair while keeping your hair healthy? Now, something's very, very important in the industry. There's all these methods of adding hair. There's all different kind of methods of hair extensions and hair weaves and hair systems, non-surgical and surgical. And there's powders that cover up your scalp, and there's wigs. First thing I want to say is all the methods do cause some sort of damage on your hair or scalp, and you have to be very careful of these, okay? All the methods except one, which we'll get in on another time, okay? But they all cause different problems with your hair and scalp. So that's why I want to go through some specific principles on how to add hair while keeping your hair healthy. Because if you add hair for appearance, for aesthetic reasons, it's still very important to keep your existing hair healthy and your scalp healthy. So here are the principles. Number one, the scalp is made to breathe. You have to have access to that scalp. So any method of adding hair that covers the scalp is not giving access to the scalp, nor is it allowing the scalp to breathe. Either it's for a short period of time or a long period of time. Wigs are not good because they cover the hair, okay? And they cover the scalp, and they don't let the scalp breathe. So the less you have a wig on, the better, okay? Hair extensions, there's different methods. They still tie up parts of the hair that block parts of the scalp, okay? The scalp needs to breathe. The scalp is part of your skin, and you should have access to your scalp. And if you find a method that gives you full access to your scalp, you're keeping your scalp healthy. Hope that makes logical sense. Now, when it comes to your hair needs to be up, out, and free. Any method that covers, ties down your hair is not good for your hair, and in the long run is going to damage your hair and or cause additional hair loss. And I hope that makes logical sense to you. So the methods of hair extensions that bead your hair together, or that bond your hair together, all right, or that braid your hair down against your scalp, anything that ties your hair together or ties it down is not usually good for your hair, okay? So you need to have a method where you add hair, but your existing hair is up, out, and free, and you have 100% access to your hair. So if you have a method that allows you to leave your existing hair alone and keep your existing hair up, out, and free while adding hair, then you have something golden. And there is something out there in the market that does it. But all the other methods do not. So be very careful. So I just want everyone to understand the principles of what will allow you to add hair while keeping your hair healthy. All right? So please understand that. And there's one more thing too. When you keep your hair up, out, and free, you have access to your hair and access to your scalp. You can get into the scalp to moisturize the scalp, to cleanse the scalp. You can have access to existing hair so you can moisturize your hair and treat your hair properly. So these are very important principles. Now, our quote for today is very interesting. It is, "You cannot look for something you do not believe in." Okay? Now, there's a point here that's very important, and that is, you can't look for something. Your mind is not going to be able to allow you to look for something if you don't believe it. Now, the basis from this is something in your brain called the RAS, Reticular Activating System. It's an actual part in your brain, in the bottom part of your brain, that what it does, it filters out things that are not important to you. So that way, your mind is not overloaded with many things coming into it. It only allows the stuff that's important to you to go in. Again, called the RAS, Reticular Activating System. And that, what it does, here's even something more important what it does. It allows in what you believe. This is what's so important. Remember the quote, "You cannot look for something that you don't believe in." So the RAS does not allow something in your brain that you don't believe in, okay? So we all have problems, we all have issues, we all have things we're looking for, and that's all true for all of us. We're always looking for something. So you will not be able to look for something that you don't believe you'll be able to find. And it's tied into the RAS, the Reticular Activating System. So it's very important to believe in something before you start looking into something. Okay, that's the moral of that. And stay tuned for our next Limitless Hair Expert tutorial. And that is, what are split ends and what can you do about it? And I'll see you soon.